Good morning, class. This morning we're going to make peach cobbler. I have some of the peaches sliced. This is a 2-cup measuring cup. I've had it in the fridge, so it's a little frosty. And I need to peel, cut in half, and then slice the peaches. So the way I do that is I just take my vegetable peeler and I just kind of go through here like this and pull off the peelings. I'm just gonna peel them like so. You don't have to get the very ends off, which is kind of hard to get off because you're gonna cut that part off anyway. So, and I move my fingers kind of out of, make sure they're out of the way. So I'm just gonna stop when I hit the pit, and then I'm just gonna rotate the peach around the pit. And once I've gotten all the way around, I'm just gonna pull it apart. So once I pulled it apart, I have a pit in the middle, and I just need to take and remove the peach pit. Then I can just kind of make little thin slices like so. Then I'm going to get a medium saucepan. This one's a little bit large, but my medium saucepan, it happens to be in the dishwasher. So I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to pour in my peaches here. Then I'm going to add my ½ cup of sugar. If your peaches are super sweet, you can just reduce a little bit of the sugar if you would like. So I'm going to put this over medium heat. Grab a wooden spoon. I'm just going to kind of stir. And I'm going to kind of cook the peaches a little bit until they get to a boil. I'm also going to add some lemon juice. So I measured out my juice. I'm just going to pour that into here. Okay, a little bit of juice, a little bit of lemon juice, and the peaches, and sugar. My baking dish here, this is an 8 by 8. I can tell because it says 8 by 8 on the bottom of the dish. On butter packages, these little cubes, it tells you how much butter it is, so you don't need to try to cram it into a measuring cup and measure it. So I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to cut it in half right at where it says the 1/4 cup line. So each cube of butter is 1/2 cup. Remember, when you cut that, so we're cutting it into quarters. There are 4 quarters in a whole. So 2 quarters make 1/2. So I broke it down into some pieces. I'm going to arrange that into the baking pan like so. To melt that butter. So I'm going to set my timer for 1 minute, and then I'm going to stir my peaches some more. My sugar here, see, it starts to melt. Turns to kind of a liquid. As the liquid from the peaches start, as they cook, they start to melt down. So next step, while they're cooking, is to mix our dry ingredients. Just like that, 1 minute timer. Not quite melted. Let's go 1 more minute. Okay, so I'm gonna put in 1/2 cup of flour into a bowl. I need to add a pinch of salt. So a pinch of salt is literally a pinch of salt. Just a little bit. And then I need a teaspoon and a half of baking powder, 1 teaspoon, and 1/2 makes the teaspoon and a half. Yeah. I'm just gonna mix it a little bit. Okay, let's check on our butter. Okay. I'm gonna give it just 1 more minute, which will turn the flour mixture into a batter. So we're gonna pour in a 1/2 cup of milk. We're gonna mix that in. My peaches that I'm cooking. And it's out of oil. So I'm gonna set those aside, take them off the burner. My butter's done. So my butter is melted in the pan. Kind of let it swoosh around a little bit. Then I'm going to take my peaches, which are cooked, and I'm going to put them right into the pan with the butter. I'm going to take and add my batter right to the top. It's kind of thick and gooey. So I'm just going to throw in some little bit of clumps here. Called a bowl scraper, sometimes called a rubber spatula. So I can get the rest of my batter out. So it has a curved side. The curved side is to match the curve of the bowl. And I can just kind of... So it's important that this isn't stirred. So I just kind of dab it on here like so. And the cinnamon is just going to, I'm not going to measure, I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon on it. So there I have it. I have my cobbler ready. I'm just going to put it in the oven. All I have to do is bake it. All right, so I have the cobbler in the oven. Cobbler is served traditionally with vanilla ice cream. It's too early in the morning for vanilla ice cream in cobbler. Well, no, it's not. So I do have vanilla ice cream, so I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so it's been 35 minutes. I've taken my cobbler out of the oven. If you double the recipe, you'll probably need to cook it a little bit more time. It's done when the top is all cooked, so it's just a little bit like a biscuit on top. So it should be firm and golden brown. And we're going to set this aside. So I've got my vanilla ice cream and dished up 1 slice of cobbler. There it is.